Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I know what you're probably thinking that this is kind of an odd way to start a video, and you're absolutely correct. And the reason for that is this race wasn't meant to be its own video. Actually, I was just recording a race to get footage for a different video, but this race ended up becoming my best race in ACC so far. And honestly, I really needed this race, guys. Like, this race was a huge boost to my confidence. When I really felt like that my practicing wasn't paying off. So, as usual, we started in P19. Typical practice race for me, guys, around Brands Hatch. Again, I apologize for getting bored with Brands Hatch, but I just don't see the point in changing tracks until I have this one down and I can actually run a race cleanly and not cause a crash and not screw up horribly. So we did go off the track there a little bit, but I managed to recover and we're still good. Everything's good. Guys, I would say that if you're going to practice and if you are new, 20-minute races. Don't go less than 20 minutes because you'll just get discouraged. I don't feel there's any sense in forcing your race pace when you're just starting out. So yeah, 20-minute race is a good one. So here we go. We just overtaken H. Hout for P17. And I gotta say, guys, I don't know what happened, but everything in this race just clicked. Like, everything just felt good. Everything, you know, felt really good. Like, the track, I felt like I wasn't really even thinking about my brake zones. I just knew where they were and I was hitting them, and I was just focused on the cars ahead of me, which I feel like that's where we should have been. Like, for instance, right here, you know, we have a lot going on right now, and I managed to get out of that without touching anybody, which is fantastic. I'm holding my line here. And so, like, you know, I made mistakes in this race. I'm not going to say I didn't make mistakes. But what I'm looking for, okay, is that I want to run a race and not make mistakes that shouldn't be made, okay? Like, I feel like there's always going to be a chance that you're going to make a mistake no matter how good you are at these games. It's the stupid mistakes that I make that I feel like, you know what, I shouldn't be making this mistake. Like going around the track and like just completely messing up a turn. I feel something like that, there's no excuse for that once you know the track. So until I can race cleanly without making those kinds of mistakes, I don't feel that I'm ready to move on to the next track. I hope this makes sense, because I'm really trying to do it from my standpoint and like my way of thinking with it. So now we're in P15, and if you've been watching my series here, that was a really nice overtake right there. I gotta say, I was quite proud of that one. But if you've been watching my series, not the last video, the video prior to that, I actually said that my goal would be to make it in the top 10, do a race and be at least in the top 10. So, you know, we're going to see what we can do here. Now, the one thing that I'm kind of bummed out about is that my car control is at 79, which isn't too bad, considering, you know, we just started. And again, guys, I haven't been putting in anywhere near the time that I feel like I should be with this game. Like... So right there, that was a good takeover, and we'll discuss a little bit about that later on. But I'm like, my car control is good, but again, my safety rating is just, it just doesn't move, and we'll see more about that later as well. So another thing I want to say to you guys that are probably in my boat, that are, you know, beginners like me, the thing I did differently also with this race is I really was picky on when to make a move. Before, I've been very rash in my decision to make a move, and I would do stupid things. So this time around, I felt like I was using my head a lot more, because you really need to look at the situation and say, can I make this move? Is this possible? And if it's not, or if you don't feel comfortable, then just hang back. Like, it's not the end of the world if you don't take this position right now at this moment, especially at this point in the race. You know, if you were, say, the last minute in and fighting for a position, maybe. But even then, I still feel, you know, you have to be choosy. So we're gaining on the pack right now.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
And like right there, I decided that I couldn't do anything with that. So I'm holding back a little bit. They get ahead of me a little bit there, but nothing to worry about. I will catch up. I'm not even concerned. I will admit, one thing I still have to work on is that I get very nervous going into these races. Like, I don't know what it is, but I need to learn to just calm down. So now on that corner, I took that wide and I cut across everybody. Thankfully, I didn't cause any accidents and I didn't go off the track, so there's something I definitely need to work on. But again, that's not that's like something that can happen. You know what I mean? That's not like a really stupid mistake where I spun out or I crashed into somebody. So that's a mistake I can deal with. So now we're in P11, and we have P10 in front of us, and we're closing in on P10. I don't even know at this point if I even realized where I was. Another thing I'm trying to do is not watch my delta so much and not watch what position I'm in so much, just because I don't need anything else to get in my head. I just need to focus on the race. And, you know, I think with this race, that's what I was doing, and that's why I did so well. I wasn't focused on those things. So this is actually a good battle, guys. Right now we are side by side, and we get past them, but right there, there's a reason why my safety rating didn't raise. We did bump him, so that went against my safety rating. And again, there's a mistake. Now that is, in my eyes, a foolish mistake. That's the mistake that, you know, I feel like I shouldn't be making that mistake. But we managed to recover. We didn't spin out. We retained our position. And now we can continue our battle with J. Adam? John Adam? I don't know. And going around these corners, I really feel that GT Sport, let's see right there, we bumped him again. And that was a mistake. Again, I did back off, and I think I just felt too much at the last minute that I couldn't make a move on him, but it was too late. Luckily, nothing bad came of it, but again, it affects my safety rating every time I touch a car. So that's unfortunate, but we'll get it eventually. And honestly, guys, this was a very enjoyable part of the race for me. Just battling it out with this guy, it was a lot of fun, even though he's just AI. And again, that was a decision. Like, I backed off. I wasn't going to try to overtake him on that corner. There was no way. I'm doing a lot better with this corner too. I'm coming out of that a lot faster than I used to, so I really felt like I was finding my race pace in this particular race.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Nice clean overtake on that one. That's a really good corner. This is a really good stretch to overtake. What happened there was just I just managed to brake later than him. So now we're in P10, guys, and I did notice it by this time, and I was pretty happy. I gotta say, I wish I could say I was confident, but in my mind I was just saying, oh my god, don't screw up, don't screw it up, don't screw it up, because literally one spin out, one bad corner, and I can get knocked all the way back in P20. You know, all the way back in last place. It's happened to me many times, so I just really wanted to concentrate on not screwing up. Now again, I feel the need so far to just leave the whole race in. Like, I understand that this part of the race probably isn't the most exciting, but I just feel it's important to see the whole race. I really do. So as you can see, our delta is in the green. So I'm constantly gaining time. That's a very good thing. And boy, you know, I'm finding it difficult because it's important, obviously, but at the same time it can be very distracting. But as I said with this race, I really tried to just focus on driving and not certain things around me. So right here was a little bit of a change in mindset for me, because when I came around that corner, I seen the other cars. Like, I see those cars up ahead of me, so I'm starting to think, you know what? Maybe I actually have a chance at catching up to these guys and possibly taking another position. Like, I don't know. I would have been completely happy. I would have been ecstatic if I would have finished this race in P10. Not gonna lie to you guys, because as I said, that was my goal, to break the top 10. So finishing at P10, for me, I feel like that would have been an accomplishment. But we still have like almost 6 minutes left in this race. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. That's probably at least like 4 laps, or no, like 3.5 laps probably. So still a lot can happen. And again, I was just feeling everything. Like, the track felt great, the car felt great. Everything was just clicking with this race. And honestly, guys, I can't say the next race, you know, it'll be this good. I'm hoping it will. But, you know, who knows? But as you can see, we're starting to close in on P9 and P8. And with each lap, as long as I keep my delta up, we should be able to close in. So if we start getting slow, you know, they're going to be getting away from us. Now, at this point, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, this is very well within my grasp. There's like 4 minutes left in the race. You know, I'm gaining on these guys fairly quickly now. My delta's still in the green. I'm gaining time. But again, I'm not trying to think too far ahead. I just want to think, you know, get ahead of that guy. You know, right now I'm racing, well, actually, yeah, McDowell. And I mean, P9 and P8, they're running a tight race. They're right on top of each other, so it would be hard to overtake one without the other. They're that tight right now. So I definitely, I broke way early there. I shouldn't have. I think I got nervous, but that's okay because I'm gaining on them again. And if you guys notice, I'm actually driving my Ferrari. I'm driving the Ferrari. I'm not even in the aggressive setup. I'm in the safe preset. Because again, this race was not supposed to be anything more than just to provide a clip of me racing with other cars. So now I'm like, I don't know. Like I'm totally confused. Cause the absolute best race I've raced now has been in the Ferrari. So I don't know if I should switch back to the Ferrari or what, guys. I really don't. All I know is that this car felt so nice today. And I feel like I drove it so well today compared to times in the past. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I wish I had an answer. I really don't. And now, guys, we're in P8. P8. We went from P19 to P8. This is just crazy. We have like 45 seconds left in the race. So, I mean, anything is possible. Anything is possible. And, you know, that goes to my always saying that you never give up, because you never know what can happen in these races. If those two get caught up in a battle with each other, they can slow each other down, and then I can kind of sneak in and take over another position if it's in the cards. It is official. The race is over. Once we cross the finish line, that's it. So I have a very small window to make a move if it's going to happen. And honestly, guys, this is probably the most exciting part of the race for me right now, because I'm gaining on these two. I really am. Now we're going into the last corner. The leader has already finished, so we weren't that far off. And right here, that was a mistake by me. If I would have went on the other side, God, I feel like we could have took another position. I really do. I feel like we could have took that position from him, or at least got closer. But anyway, guys, that's the race, man. That was a fantastic race. My best race yet. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, like, I was literally shaking at the end of that race. The adrenaline was just pumping so much. It's hard to explain the feeling. It's like butterflies, and it's like everything like that, but in a very good way. So, that's the race, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I surely enjoyed it. We do have that other video that's coming out soon that I kind of want to explain where we're going with the racing content on the channel. I don't want to get into that here now, but I will definitely be using footage from this race for that. That's originally what the footage for this race was going to go to anyway. So, with that being said, guys, that's it. That's the end of the video. I'm glad you could enjoy it with me. If you did like it, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're interested at all in this racing content and you want to see more of it, then subscribe to my channel, because it is not going anywhere, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.